Welcome back to the podcast.
How's it, brother?
Good.
How you been?
Post holiday
How you been?
podcast.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's good. Good times over in Bali. So, got all the training done and got sick and got the full experience of it all.
What's your obviously, what's your thoughts on Bali? Because it's the first time you've ever gone there,
It's
right?
the first time. Really enjoyed it. Sort of say it would have been a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Then I got sick, so it was about a 7.
Yeah.
Minus 2 points.
How many days into it did you get sick?
I think the third or fourth day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then still, I was probably rattled for a day and a half, and then still sort of rattled for the rest of the trip as well.
Yeah.
But enjoyed it overall.
What's your thoughts overall? Because you can sort of like coming from a fitness fucking background. Obviously, going over there, you can see why a lot of people do move over there, right?
Yeah, there's 100%. That's sort of like the whole fitness influencer scene over there. Not like I saw many, but so when I went over there, I was supposed to visit a couple of gyms. I just went to a boxing gym called Soma, don't know how to SOMA.
Yeah.
That was in Canggu and did 2 like group boxing sessions there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Super hot. Good coach. I think he's big on social media. I think his name's Luke Howard, maybe MMA or something like that.
Yeah.
And then those classes were awesome. And being into boxing and missing my boxing session here, I could make up there. So I got there the first day, just cruised that day. I went to Finn's. Is it Finn's?
Yeah, Finn's Club.
Finn's. Went there. But I'm I felt a bit older, but that's a bit much for me these days. But got the whole experience of that and just the beach clubs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then the next day in the morning, I just think that lifestyle factor of how easy it is to get up and just ordered my cab was like...
Well, I was surprised at that, bro. Like, when you told me that, because every time that I've gone there, I've either had, a driver that my, missus has sort of organised, or, I'm getting a scooter. And then when you told me, like, you were just literally doing, like, a fucking Uber sort of styles on the apps, so, fuck, man, that makes shit a lot easier.
Oh, that Gojek app was, like, gold, bro.
That's mad.
It was worth, like, I love that sort of, like, efficiency, like, stuff. And it was only, like... I think it was like $4 from my hotel in Seminyak to Canggu, which was nearly like a 20-minute taxi ride.
Fuck, that's huge, bro.
Yeah, and like you got the aircon because it's so sticky.
Just cranking it, eh?
Yeah, and then I was like, I don't have to, because I didn't know where I was.
Yeah.
And then also like when you're in the cab, you can chillax and then you can sort of see, okay, this place is here, and you're going past cafes.
Have a look around.
Bit of sightseeing on the way there and back. And pay $4 to get there, and then you just pay the class pass. Yeah, get a good session in. They got an ice bath and sauna set up, so just the sweats, bro. I was just constantly sweating.
Humidity, eh?
Yeah, even after the ice bath and the cab on the way home, I was just sweating.
It's too much.
Yeah, I just haven't trained in the heat, like a humidity like that before.
I think like back to like the taxi thing. Because I like get scooters every time we go back, but I think from a older perspective, now that we're older dudes, that playfulness of getting a scooter is just out of fucking whack now, bro. You just want to just jump on a fucking a car and get aircon. But the hot thing, I understand that, bro. Every time you know me in Sydney, I fucking sweat just going down to an aircon gym. Yeah, like imagine me over in Bali, I'm just dripping sweat everywhere.
Yeah, I wasn't comfortable getting a scooter on the first couple of days. Probably the last couple of days. When you're sort of... It's overwhelming when you first get there. You just get out of the airport.
What the fuck is going on?
There's no lanes, and it's just that craziness. Yeah. And then, but I felt a bit more comfortable. Probably, I don't know, bro. I just don't want my brain to figure out where I got to go and dodge people. I'm just happy to sit in the back of a cab for aircon on and just take me there.
Take me here,
$2.
brother.
Like we're getting, like I don't think I spent over $5 for sort of those cab rides where I needed to get to, and it was just so easy.
So the sickness, did you get like fucking Bali Belly, or was it?
I don't know how, so I got a super high temperature. I did feel like vomiting and, but I couldn't go to the toilet. I felt constipated, but I didn't vomit or have any diarrhea, but it did feel like I was going to spew. Yeah. And I was in the pool one day, and my stomach just started cramping like that, and I was like, so I had to go to the room. I went to lie down, but they were cleaning my room, and I was like, shit. And then I went back out onto the sort of the hotel day bed, beach bed,
The
whatever.
deck. Yep.
And just like crashed out there. And then I went back into the room for a sleep. And then we were supposed to go to Mississippi's that day. And then I didn't want to like send my family into like a nightclubby environment without me being there type thing. So, because we were traveling with friends, so I went as well. And then I was just on the bed, just like,
Dead to the world.
Didn't eat. Yeah, I was sipping a little water, and I was like, I'm going to vomit. And then I had to bail early, had to wave down a scooter and like get me back to my hotel. Because we're only like...
How long did it take you to get out of that, bro? Like that sickness? Because that's a big thing, right? A lot of people fucking spend the rest of their holiday in bed.
I felt that day from lunchtime to 9 p.m. at night was sort of... Yeah, and then the fever started coming on at about 9 till midnight. And then started Wim Hofing. I was like, what can I do to fix it? I'm going to do Wim Hof. And I just went about an hour straight, and my temperature was coming down because we had the thermometer thing to measure my temperature. My missus was just going beep, and it was coming down.
Hard, eh?
Yeah, I was just. My missus came into the room and she was like, "Are you alright?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just doing Wim Hof."
That's so funny, bro.
Yeah, and then I felt like that just got me good enough to be able to hold down some fluid.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you get dehydrated when you're that sick.
Yeah, man.
And your body can't recover. That's why people get the drips, because they can't take in the water. And the hotel made me these real good like teas of like turmeric, black tea.
Exactly
and I could
need,
get them down, and I was like, fuck, if I can get this down. And then I pumped a couple of hydrolytes and salts, and I think my body will start like recovering a bit better, better than having like nothing in myself and just being super dehydrated as well. And yeah, my stomach was just cramping, like my temperature was just drenched in sweat.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah. And then when I'd fall asleep, and then I'd wake back up, and then my temperature would go back
Spike
up.
again.
Wim Hof time. Wim Hof time.
Just going hard, eh?
Yeah, I think I went for an hour straight. Like usually Wim Hof's 3 rounds of 35 breaths, and I was like, this is making me feel better. I'm just going to keep doing it until...
That's mean.
Yeah.
So like fucking, you're going to use the Wim Hof every time you get sick now, eh,
Don't
bro?
quote me on doing Wim Hof when you got Bali Belly. But
I'm still sick.
Yeah, it worked for me. I probably should have done it the next day, but then, my guts was just, churning. I'm sure people were listening or watching have had, you've had it before, and it's
Too many times. It sucks.
Yeah, and then you sort of, when you go to eat, you're like, is this going to make me worse again?
Yeah,
like
you're just wary, bro.
Like, oh no. And then your conspiracy theories of, what was it?
Start figuring out what the fuck. What
Where did I go? Was it that place? Or you just don't know.
Yeah. Well, mine was, I figured it out fucking late. You know, the last 2 times I went to the Philippines, it was the oysters. You know, like I went and had a conversation with some, family, and they said, what did you eat over there? And they said I said the oysters. Okay, fuck yeah, you can't be doing that, because those oysters, obviously they're made for people from here, and your belly's just not ready for it. So yeah, that certainly put me out for a couple of days. But yeah, you just got to play it smart.
Yeah, and then I didn't really eat. I just fasted. I was like, my guts, anything I did eat was sort of a bit crampy or whatever. I was like, I'm happy just to fast for 2 days. And then it was funny because it's sort of like the unhealthy food's good. Like donuts for breakfast. I was like, bro, I'm just going to eat donuts and white bread toast.
Yeah.
And I felt fine, and hash browns.
It's the stuff that we're used to, bro.
And I'm like...
because it's a very westernized food. And, the westernized food is stuff that we've adjusted to, obviously, through the years.
Yeah, and then I was just like margarita pizza and hot chips for lunches.
How good's the pizza over there, right?
Pizza's the best. I'm going to keep it safe and just do that in case,
I know you were planning to do some content over there. Obviously, you got sick, bro. But did you see any places, or did you see any ideas to shoot some content next time that we do eventually go?
Yeah, there's heaps of places to do, spots, scenery and all that. I was going to just do the hotel gym stuff. Yeah. But then, that day I got sick, and then I was over it. I was just battling to get through the days type thing.
Those 2 other gyms, you said you want to go check out some other gyms. What are they? Just maybe for these guys to have a yarn to.
Nirvana was sort of like a movement mobility type gym with a ice bath sauna setup. And And then the other one was just a normal gym. I forgot the name of it now. I lost it. But yeah, it was just like a bodybuilding type.
Yeah, sick.
That'll
That'll be next time thing.
weights gym. Yeah. I wasn't too worried about missing out on stuff in Bali because it's so close and it's cheap and
Yeah.
it's so cheap. I didn't realize how
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, it just sort of allows you to, I don't know, like compared to Sydney, like you can live probably like 2 lifestyle like factors above where you are in Sydney. And then I see that's the like the positives of people, why they go to Bali.
Why they go over there, especially
Get
guys
your laundry
doing what
done
we're doing. Yeah, everything's sort of
get a
bro.
driver.
You can get a chef, you can get a driver, you can get a fucking guy to hold your fucking camera, bro.
Yeah, even the meals, like
Cheap as.
restaurants, like even the fine dining restaurants was like you wouldn't pay more than $30 for like a proper plate compared to
exactly.
Sydney. Burgers down the beach. I don't know. There was like 7 of us, and it cost $100 type thing.
Now people know why when I go on holidays, like especially to Bali in the Philippines, bro. Why I put on so much weight because I can't say no to that sort of food, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah, I did like that lifestyle factor side of being able to train, stay at a spot.
Yeah, that's sick, eh?
We stayed at a hotel. Be good to. I wanted to check out the villas, but didn't sort of have that contact to know. I just seen some on social media.
Yeah,
that maybe could have done that. Probably need longer than 7 days there too.
Yeah.
Just so you can have some chill out time.
Yeah, I think the time when you first get there, like I've noticed that every time I've gone to Bali too. When you first get there, you sort of want time to settle in. Like I'm actually surprised that you went straight to fucking Fins, bro. Like I could never have handled that. So that time before and even that time after, just to sort of, I don't know, reset yourself before you go home or you get there.
Yeah, and then the flight home was torture. Bro. There was so many sick people on the plane, and I was right by the toilet, right up the front. And everyone was just dashing to the toilet, and I was going, oh. And then the lady next to us was vomiting the whole way.
It stings too, eh?
Actually, I didn't smell anything. If I did, I would have vomited probably as well. And then, yeah, bro, there was just so many sick people, and you could like the kids were sick, and you know when people were sick, and they're like,
It's like a fucking hospital on the plane.
Yeah, bro, it was torture. And then the airline hostesses were horrible as well. That was shit, bro.
It doesn't help when you got a shit flight, eh? I find flights to like Bali and Philippines are always harder on the way back, bro.
Oh, we flew at 10 p.m. and arrived at 6 a.m. Yeah, like that overnight flight.
Yeah.
It's torture, bro. Our seats, we paid for the upgraded seats, and they were just, we got sort of blocked in. Like you couldn't move those things next to each other. The things. And like, it was worse than the proper seats. And we're up the front at row 1 where the toilet was. Fuck, never again.
Fucking, because to those flights, who'd you fly with, bro?
Batik Air.
Batik Air. So that's the Indonesian
type.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome on the way there.
Yeah.
Horrible on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hostesses just didn't.
We gotta go business class every time we go there, bro.
Can you go business class there?
I'm not too sure. Like, I think maybe on the bigger airlines like Qantas or I don't even know if Virgin have the big planes. I'm pretty sure Qantas would. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but fuck, I love flying business class, bro. It's the greatest. I just like doing anything in business class, bro. It's the best.
Yeah. So it was a very good, cool learning experience, and I think you just like if you're gonna travel overseas, especially to those countries like Bali, if you wanted to keep up your training, just doing a bit of research on the gyms beforehand. So Soma, like if you want to just do like a class fighting style, I think it was $30 a class. That was probably on the high end cost side, but fuck it. Like, you're getting real good training for that. Like a real good
they live and breathe that shit, right?
And then it was only $45 for like a junior PT to hold pads for you. And then sort of understand why people go do their fight prep over there in Thailand and sort of stuff like that. So interested in Thailand and sort of all those other Filipino type countries as well.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed Bali. Just got to get my stomach up to
Scratch,
par with
bro.
everything.
Bro,
I don't think you can.
Oh, bro, I've been overseas a couple of times, bro, and it still doesn't help me, man. Fucking up, my missus got iron guts. She goes to Philippines, she shoots that shit off the street, and I'm just like, how the fuck did you handle that?
Yeah,
I can't handle that shit, bro. It makes my stomach turn. As soon as my stomach turns, bro, I'm like, I need to go back to westernized food. Fucking get those chips in me, just straight flat bread, anything that can just my stomach can handle.
Yeah, that was the other thing. As soon as we got back, had like a lamb roast. And that was like, oh, bro, this tastes like gold.
Tastes
You
like
know what I mean?
Australia.
Yeah. So then, once sort of when did we get back? Probably been back for half a week, and just got that holiday low. Just trying to get back into sessions and work, and
Yeah.
it does take its toll. I can feel what you feel now.
Fuck, bro. It takes ages for me. You know, and me being away for that 4 or 5 week period, that's fucking, you know, it's a bit different to just 1 week. Bro, I just feel like I'm still catching up from that. So, yeah. I'm glad that you're on the same wavelength as me with that.
Yeah, but I think that's why it's so important that you have some default sessions that you can just go back into.
Yeah, just like today.
Yeah.
That was just like, even though we didn't go what we normally do, just able to tick the box.
Yeah, just turn up. Doesn't matter.
Get them done.
Yeah, what you're doing, what weight you're doing, how intense or how heavy you're lifting in your last session, as long as you're getting something done. Because you're going to come good. Like,
That's it.
I think by next week I'll be fine.
Yeah, mad.
This week.
Getting back on the boat. That's it.
Done?
Done, brother.
Shot, bro.
Sure, cuz.